You see the moment where you said that you didn't want to work on the last album. Did that have an effect or strain in the relationship a little bit?
I think the only song we had to convince Hus of was Buff Daddy. He just didn't want to put the song out.
J Hus has an album today, and it's more of the same of what he done last. It's just vibes. It's not really pushing the social agenda. It's just vibes. And he says, J5, I need a couple. I need to lock in. You lock it in? Well, today, chat, we got J5 in the building. And for this stream, I want it to be like a celebration of what you've accomplished and just giving you your flowers, innit?
Thank you.
Because obviously I've met you before and we talked about some of your accomplishments, but actually doing my research and going through it, bro.
No.
Bro.
No, thank you.
Yeah, J5 is him. Like, there's levels of being him. He's at the top of the levels still. And I remember meeting you. You said you got the Grammy for working with Burna Boy, and you forgot about the next day. You still feel like that?
Phases. Sometimes I feel like that, and sometimes you got to gas yourself a bit to be motivated. So sometimes I have to remind myself, yo.
You have moments you're not motivated?
Oh, I had years where I weren't motivated. The last 3-4 years, honestly, yeah, like, I just weren't in it. My head was not in music like that. I was doing it, but I weren't doing it to the level I know I can do it to. I weren't as creative as I was doing it just good enough. Do you know what I mean?
Coasting by.
Yeah, you know, it just became a bit of a job more than I'm waking up and I'm enjoying.
So what turns it from, because you are a person that's been passionate about it, what turns it from being passionate to a job now?
Do you know what? You put pressure on yourself to achieve certain things.
Oh, because of how much you've done.
Yeah, and then when you're working with artists at a certain level, it can mess with your head because they're so particular. But then also, so I wasn't working with that many new artists. And then when I said, you know what, the big guys are there, I'll get back to them. Let me just mess with some new energy, some new talent. It brought me back to life. Joshua Baraka's album made me, like, it was like, yo, I love music. Like, got me back in the zone.
I can't lie. Big up to Double S, because he's the one that showed me about the song, right? He's from Uganda, and he's like, bro, have you heard this tune with this Ugandan artist and J5? No. Played it for me on the stream. And it's like we're doing the stream, it's about his stuff, innit? But he's playing me your song with...
Love.
I'm like, raw.
Love, man.
But the song was dope, bro.
Oh, thank you.
And it's my introduction to him.
Yeah. Oh.
And from then to see what he's gone on to achieve worldwide, it's a madness. How did you and him link up?
Do you know what? A close friend of mine that I've known for a while manages King Promise, but also manages Baraka, or is part of the team of Baraka, not the sole manager. So King Promise had come studio working, and when we're done with our session, he was like, before you leave, we've got a kid, I'm just going to play you some music. I want you to lock in with him, but just sit with it. Yeah. So play the music, and I was like, you know what, he's sick. Like,
amazing.
Can I just let's do one session, see how we connect, because it's more than being talented. Can I vibe with him? And
so you're a vibe person.
Yeah, the vibe was unmatched, bro. The guy is fun, like, he's a comedian. He's funny, with vibes in, waved. Made wrong places the first session. And I know everyone says this. But I gave him an hour. It was like, in my head, I'm like, let's see how
what you could do in
we made that song in an hour. And not just like we made it. I would say he led it. It wasn't even me. Because I was in a space where I'm not even liking everything I'm doing. I play the chords, I don't like it. So he's sitting on the keys.
I feel like you've been like that for a while, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I've just been in that space.
Yeah.
And he sat on the keys and he's playing. And so he
can play keys.
Oh, he's a bad man on the keys. So he's playing the chords, and I'm like, okay, let's change this a little bit. And then once he gave me the chord progression, like, let me. But he started it. And
that's cold.
He's on the piano and he's doing the melody, and he's just mad talented, man.
Is that the type of thing you live for?
Yes. That unrobotic, authentic. Yeah. It will be what it will be kind of vibes. Like, even if we don't get a song, we're just jamming.
I feel like forwarding across that sort of artist is rare, though.
Yeah.
How many times would you say in your career you've come across an artist like that?
Maybe 3 or 4 times. But I've realized late that artists, when they're starting, most of them are like that. But when artists become bigger, they are more sure of themselves. Okay. And so they're gonna lead more, or they're gonna, do you know what I mean? They're gonna give you less leeway when they're big. when then Joshua Baraka's, and Joshua's not a small artist, but when he let me, do you know what I mean? When he left, I'm deleting things, changing the rhythm, and I sent it back to him, and he had one note, and I was like, he only had one note. Yeah. I'm used to being on version 22, like.
All right, you just mentioned that Joshua Baraka had one note, and you're used to, Do you find that UK artists are a lot more strict or particular than international artists?
Yes. Not all of them, but they are a lot more particular than international artists. I think international artists is a difference. They come to you for what you are already doing, so they let you be you. UK artists that are already doing their thing, they know what they're doing. You are more of an assistant. Come on and help me do this, do what I'm doing. Whereas international artists come on and say, yo, show me what we're doing. So it's a bit different. Do you know what I mean?
You mentioned Jamaica, right? Are there any names that you want to work with in dancehall?
Yeah, you know, but I'm rusty. So the names that I want to work with are like Tommy Lee.
But Tommy Lee's active,
Massacre.
Yeah, active.
Like, those are the guys where, like, I know there's newer guys, but I'm not familiar. That's what you need to bust me on that.
Okay.
But like,
okay.
Yeah, like those are the guys that I'm still.
Does it have to be like they've done a certain amount of streams, or is it just talent based?
Talent, flows and melodies.
I got
flows
one
and melodies. Play me flows and melodies.
I got
please.
One artist. See, this is I'll play it later, but there's this artist called Kai July from Spain Town in Jamaica, right?
Okay.
I've worked with him twice.
Yeah.
The stuff that he does on the song, he remixed Sweetest Taboo. Okay. And bro, he's crazy still. But there's a lot of artists over there, and what I've noticed is everywhere this happens, but the talent isn't always recognized.
Yeah, it's hard to get recognized, isn't it?
And I wish it wasn't. I don't know what works anymore.
It's saturated, isn't it?
Do you ever feel like you don't know what works anymore?
I still feel like that. So, but now I've learned to enjoy that. When I kind of knew what works, it became very formulated, and then you're not creating anymore.
But obviously, people forward to you for advice. I don't know what to tell people. What do you tell people?
I don't know neither. But the reality is, I can only tell you what I'm doing, and I'm not the only. Like, there's people who have such different approaches.
Yeah.
So like P2J's approach would be very different to mine, but he's a bad man.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I can only give you how it works for me.
I hear you still, man. I hear you still. I remember we did Beat the Clock, and you said that when you're in sessions, just to save time, you obviously have some pre-made drum loops, and then you'll go make a chord progression and try the drum loops. And do you still do that?
Yes, I've started to do it more.
Okay.
It's efficiency, like, is important.
Because you don't want to kill the vibe with the artist.
I had the luxury quite earlier on of, like, people had patience with me. I could sit in the studio with an artist, and even if we didn't get a song for 3 days, they'll come for the 4th day.
Okay.
Yeah, but that ain't happening no more.
Especially when studio time is where it is now. I'm seeing £50 an hour sessions, and that's small studios. The studios like Metropolis and that, I don't even want to know.
You got an hour before they text another producer to come in, bro. Trust me. It'll sub you quickly. You get subbed.
Do you, because you were talking about this earlier, right? With artists, and they know what they want. Do you ever be in a position and be like, they're not trusting you? You're like, bro, do you know what I've done? Like, you're thinking, obviously you're not going to say it.
Do you know what? I've been humbled in that approach, because you get to a point where you start to become arrogant. So like, I started to feel like, I know, trust me. And they just don't, there's no right answer in it. So like, somebody do something that's completely different to your vision, and it's right as well. And it don't mean yours was wrong. So now I facilitate a lot more. And then once I facilitated a bit, I'll be like, yo, can we? Now
that you've said that, yeah, I was going to ask this later on, but it made me think of this question. The last J Hus album, you said you didn't want to work in it because it wasn't meaningful in terms of like social issues and whatever else. Do you think that was in that era when you're saying
yes, that? 100%.
Okay, cool.
It was in that, like, it's his album, it's his voice, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, nah, it's our thing, it's us. It's not, it's his. Do you know what I mean?
So if you, obviously we don't regret anything, because if you could do it again, would you have said, nah, I'm getting a joint or two on this album?
Nah, I still wouldn't have done it. Nah, because me not doing it and all of those things has made me clock. Do you know what I mean? I think I would have done it and then be like, oh, I shouldn't have done it, and felt like, do you know what I mean? But not doing it, I'm like, oh man, I should have done it. It's weird. I'm happy I didn't do it because next time I know how to maneuver. Does that make sense?
Cool. JHus has an album today, and it's more of the same of what he done last. It's just vibes. It's not really pushing the social agenda. It's just vibes. And he says, J5, I need a couple. I need you to lock in. You lock it in?
Yeah.
Lovely. Lovely. Because when I saw you say that last time, I was like, no. Like, I feel like you two work together so well.
Yeah.
And, bro, you've been doing this joint thing since like 2014, 2015, bro. It's not right if we don't get JHus without J5 and vice versa. You get it? At least one joint.
If it happens, it happens, innit? You know what? Like, we're working on music. We're always working on music, but
of course,
again,
and I'll ask you more about that later as well. Yeah,
visions have to align, innit? So I'll make the music, and then if it's for his thing, I'll do what he needs to do. If we are doing something together, then it needs to be collaborative in that sense. But yeah.
So, in regards to, I see you do a rhythm roulette, right? And I have to let you know this is my favorite series on YouTube, bro. Rhythm roulette. Like, I don't know if you was watching it before you got on there.
I'd seen it in passing, like you know, you see clips on TikTok. I'm like, this is sick, but I've not followed the series like religiously.
Some David Banner, Knife Wonder. Like, there's some legends on that one there. Just plays bro. When I see you do that, I say, what was it like filming Rhythm Roulette?
Again, I'm not the camera person, so it started, I'm shaky, I'm like, there's cameras in my face, there's pressure, I got a sample. And you know when you're taking something that's already big, you have to sample something that's already going. They're like, they're about to cane me if I don't get this right. So do you know what I mean? And then also, I'm like, if I play it safe, they're gonna cane me. So I'm like, let me try like a Afro-y, housey kind of thing. So because I'm trying to experiment as well, I'm like, man, is this sounding good? All through I'm doing it, I'm thinking, is this sounding good? So I keep on kind of checking, and they're nodding like, okay, cool. They're still vibing. They're not on their phones.
Do you know what I mean? Like that in normal studio sessions where you're checking the vibe of the room? You have
to always check the room. Some rooms lively, some rooms are dead, and you have to figure out why it's dead quickly. So yeah, I think that's the weirdest thing is that's more important than the beat you even play. It's like the room. What space is the person in? A lot of the time before a session, it'll be a conversation, it'll be talking, it'll be checking the vibe, seeing if the person's in a happy space, a sad place. Someone telling you they're going for a breakup, don't be playing no jolly beats. Like, do you know what I mean? It might work, but I will start with the emotion that they're in.
Yeah, so I hear you. Cool. Going back to the start of your career, right? You mentioned that around about between 9 and 12, you started making beats. What got you into music though?
What got me into music would be my family. Like, I only found this out recently, which is weird. My dad used to manage bands. He never said anything about it. He came to this country to buy guitars for his band. Okay. And then he ended up staying. My mum used to be a dancer. Like,
okay, so musical background already,
but I didn't even know these things. But I grew up in a very musical household. Like, they will always play music. Lived in London, went to Ghana. My uncles loved music, always playing music. So it was very, like, wide how much music I heard. I'm going from Celine Dion to Lucky Dubé to a thing, and then it got to a point where I couldn't access as much songs as I could in London. So I'm trying to make them. I'm like, you know what? I might as well make tunes.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I love grime, I love D-Dub, I love thing, but when I'm in Ghana, I can't get these rhythms because before you just
it's
know...
not internet era, you get me?
Like, it's pirate radio, yeah? And you wait for Deja Vu to play at 7:30 and you record your cassette. Yeah, that's how you get rhythms. So if I'm not on the pirate, how do I get the rhythms? So I'm trying to remember POW and certain... I'm trying to make beats like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What was life like in Ghana? Because obviously everybody thinks it's just the trenches. No. Nah. There's uptown and they get me very... Even middle class, there's a lot. There's a whole... What was it like over there?
It was a mind... Can you swear on you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it fuck with your mind because you leave London and you're kind of like... You're living in poverty. Like, we grew up in poverty, yeah? But you see, when you go and take them pounds over there at that time, bro, we had house help drivers. I'm like, are we rich or are we... Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't...
Why am I over here in London struggling?
I'm like, oh, we're good. Driver takes us to school, wash things, pick you up.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. So it was completely different. Yard's big. We got a garden.
Did you want to come back?
I did. You get homesick, bro. Because it's weird because, like, London was home. And then when I got back to London, Ghana felt like home. It was weird. Like, it was weird.
I hear you still. But cool. You as a producer, right? And I feel like at that time, I'm only 2 years younger than you. I feel like at that time, being a producer wasn't the cool thing to do. It was everybody wanted to be an MC.
Yeah.
So what made you choose being a producer over being anything else?
I'll be honest, I doubted myself. I would have tried to rap, but I come back to London with a thick African accent. And at that time, Ghanaian accent, at that time, it wasn't cool enough in school. I wish I stuck with it because, do you know what I mean? But it wasn't cool. So that doubt made me say, I still want to be in music. What's the next best thing? Okay. And because I've already started making beats in Ghana anyway, I'm like, I've already go back to what I was doing. Do you know what I mean? Because in Ghana, I ain't got no mic, I ain't got no thing. So next best thing, make some beats. Do you know what I mean?
All right, cool. Who was your influences at that time?
Influences heavily Timbaland, heavily Dr. Dre, Quincy Jones, into Michael Jackson. And then the UK producers, there's a producer called Sticky. Did Miss Dynamite, boom.
Yeah.
Bad man.
I had an autograph, bro. He had the stickers and shit. I had an autograph on one of them.
Imagine like he's my bass lines. He's bass king to me. I'm like, he's the bass king. Big fan of him. Striver did like New Brand Flex. So these are the guys I'm listening to. And then I got to London. I got to like Sticky and Striver taught me how to produce properly. Sticky taught me how to mix.
Oh, so you met him?
I actually met him. So Striver is my uncle.
Okay.
And I didn't know he was the one making the rhythms. So I've got back to London. I got an uncle in the game. Do you get me? And then I had another uncle. I have another uncle Blemish. He was a rapper as well. So they kind of brought me in. And in their studio complex, they got Sticky. They got some serious like dub reggae producers.
The one that was in Stratford?
Not before Stratford. We was in Croydon.
Okay.
So we're in Croydon. We're recording all like. I've got a long history on. We're in Croydon. So, but it was so diverse because they had, I think, Mad Professor, big reggae dub guy. They had like, it was just everything was there. And then I'm having like all of the. Do you remember like what's their names again? I want to get the names right. So that do you remember? What's their names? You know, Paige. Like the rappers, Paige, Bully, Hooligan. Like all.
I remember the name Paige.
So I'm recording Michael Million. So I'm recording all of that stuff.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm recording the Michael Million dubs on the rhythms. I'm also recording like funky house rhythms. Are you gonna bang though?
How old was you at this time?
Might be like 15 or something like that. 15, 16.
Yeah.
But their studio, everyone's coming through there. Yeah. So like Saskilla, New Brand Flex, P Money, everyone's coming through the spot. And I'm just seeing everyone I get to record. And then every once in a while I get to slide a beat in. Like, so I'm recording, but hey, listen to this.
Yeah.
You get me? So like that really put me
That
on.
was your way in, basically.
Yeah.
Before I ask the next question, based on what you just said, right? Is there any songs from that era that you recorded that we would know?
Ooh. I think, you gonna bang though, innit? That funky
house.
You
recorded that?
I remember recording bits of that. You know?
Oh shit!
Like, it was like the funky house era. I recorded bits around then.
What was? No. Hold on. Because that's Funky D, right?
Yeah, that's Funky D. Yeah.
That is a legendary. Did you know it was gonna be what it was when you recorded it?
I'll be honest with you, yeah. No, I was recording bare stuff. So like, I think that was the time where people was doing dubs heavy. So you record a song, you do the dubs, you shoot, you move on. Like I'm recording bare rhythms. So when a rhythm comes out and it's huge, you're like, sick. But you ain't getting no credit for nothing.
No,
like,
of course not.
You just did it.
But you know you was a part of it. Did you feel any sense of pride that you was a part of that?
Yes, 100%.
Love that.
Just didn't have no bragging rights. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear it. Cool. You grew up in Plaistow, right?
Yeah.
You're close to the whole grime scene in that. What was your experience of grime like in that? Because I've got experience where I'm around Double S, Chip, Vertex, all of these lot that's in Tottenham, like Northumberland Park where I'm from. Is there was a place called the Hub where they always used to go and MC in it, and obviously AGB and my cousin as well. Like there's. I've seen a lot like growing up on grime. What was your experience like? My
experience, I was a fanboy. You know, like, but obviously I grew up Plaistow, yeah, and then at the time the guys who were smoking it, like Griminal, like
all his brothers,
like all of them, and like the road I lived on, there was a guy that had a yard called Brutal, and he used to record all the rhythms there.
Brutal Kid.
Yeah, I think his name was Brutal Kid, but we lived on practical.
Brutal was cold back in the day.
Practically on the same road.
Yeah.
But I was younger than them, innit? So my older brother would go to the yard and do the rhythms and that, and I'm just at home like I wish I can go and be around the MCs and that.
Yeah.
And then when it got to a point where I started getting into music more, I got to kind of experience and be around. So like I was a fanboy of like all of the like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was my experience still. Because obviously, like I'm not their age, innit? They're all 4 years older than me.
Yeah.
Obviously at them times, summer times, you're getting called in early, like the 8 o'clocks. You get me?
I would never allow that.
Never.
They would I'm watching it online thinking that's happening at the end of the road.
Nah, because they used to chill with my block. There was a crew called Shoddy Crew, right? Where Chip was in, Double, Limitless, Cypher. There's a whole bunch of them, right? And they all used to chill in my block. And they would be spitting in the park in my block. So I'm watching from the window after I get called in. And then they're going to Heat FM, Axe FM. And bro, I was such a fanboy.
Oh, mate.
It's an amazing experience. I'm so thankful for Grime.
Like, you know, like people like Skepta and them lot, you know, working with them, like, so I'm super fan. Like, I know if you ever saw what the Skeg done to the tree. So, like, you know, when you meet these guys and you're working them, you're like, they're trying to keep composure. Like,
that's what I'm saying, bro. So, I know that feeling of getting to work with those type of people. I worked with Prez T and that. Bro. As a Grime kid, I think that genre there saved me still.
Hey, Prez T, kill off Khalid.
That's what I'm saying, Shell.
Yeah.
That genre there saved me still.
Yeah.
But cool. You spent time in Ghana, you forwarded back. When did JOAT forward into the equation?
So when we were in Croydon, we were working on a lot of things. So we were a production group. So it was me, my Uncle Blemish, and our friend Randy Valentine, And we were producers and Blemish was a writer and a sick rapper, sick writer. But what happened is Randy started making tunes, reggae tunes. Okay. And then Blemish started managing him. So they would fly around and kind of go and do their thing. They're making a killing. But I'm the only one left in the studio recording the rhythms. So we were JOAT, we moved to Stratford, and then it got to a point where it kind of became I'm JOAT because they're doing something different. Yeah. So it just naturally kind of split. And obviously I didn't come up with the name, it was my Uncle Blem's thing, so I had to kind of move to J5. That's why I changed the thing from JOT to J5.
So there was no, like, at the time, I just can only tell you what it felt like. It felt like there was a disagreement and you left.
Do you know what? There was, but it was like, it had got to a point where I just felt like I was doing, like I'm producing everything, like I'm doing it all, and they're doing a different thing. But when it comes to the table, how we're having to look at things and deal with things, I'm like, yo, this is not adding up. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So their thing was separate, but the thing I was doing was joint. Do you know what I mean? So I was like,
I can imagine how you'd feel some
so
type
I'm like,
of way.
I'd rather do my own thing. Like,
all right, cool.
Do you know what I mean?
I hear it. Who made the tag?
So the JOAT tag was made by Randy. Yeah.
Okay.
And I always had a problem with the tag.
Why?
I hated it. Like, and I said it to him. Chords, are in keys. So if you sing a tag in chords and bounce it as one note, on certain songs it's out of key.
Yeah.
So we would put it on songs and it'd be out of key, and everyone's like, no one cares. So when I made a J5 tag, I sang the notes individually. My little brother sang the notes individually, so that I could always have the J5 tag on key. And people don't realize that's what they like about it because it's always within the music.
I don't feel like I remember the JOAT sounding out of key though.
You won't, but for me, I could hear it. It's like we're in a C major and the thing's in E minor. It's off.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay. I feel like they sound very similar though.
Very similar. Very similar because essentially
you didn't want to lose the brand familiarity.
Yeah. It was like I almost felt like I was abandoning something that I
built.
Yeah, but it wasn't my thing that I built, but I'd taken over in it. So it's like I was like, this is a shag. But
what did you learn from being in the collective for so long that you took on and to your own thing?
I think what I learned and what collaborativeness. So very early on, I was willing to like just work with bare people and work with musicians because before Randy went and did his reggae thing, I could start a beat, come back, and he changed it. He just changed it. He just I worked on it, innit? Because and then same thing, he'd start something and I changed it. And then my uncle would start something, I'd change it. So we were very, man, free, do your thing. Do you know what I mean? So, and then also when we moved into Stratford, we shared the studios with other musicians. And everyone's bopping into everyone's room, working on everything.
You had Gizmo in your studio.
Gizmo, we had Squab, we had, you know what?
Both from Northumberland Park, I might add.
Bro, everyone was passing through there, even there as well. So like, you see all like the Quams and Flavor, Mr. Silver, the Afro, like all of them guys are coming through. We're recording them as well. Yeah. So it was a very fun time. Very fun time. Nobody was even thinking about making money like that. It's just fun.
I can imagine.
It's like it might as well have been a youth club.
Because I feel like I've been there once or twice. Yeah. I had fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Everyday vibes. Like it might as well have been a youth club.
That studio was, I don't know what happened to it, but that studio space was kitted.
Legendary.
That studio space there, chat, you would have wanted to record there still. You definitely would have.
Under the crypt in the church.
So, how did you make the link with J Hus then?
So both from like Plaistow, Stratford sides. When I was in school, I used to get in a bit of trouble. Yeah, so they put me on like one of them music programs where you're not in school all the time. And then I was quite good at beats. The guy that was running the company called 8 Media, he was like, if you stay out of trouble and I'll give you a job to work with other kids like yourself, and you've got help them make beats. So I had a senior person called Paddy who's making beats, but kids don't relate to him. They, you know how bad kids are talking thing. But I'm closer to their age, so they're not really talking to me like that. So I'm kind of the bridge. So Hus was one of the students who came on the course. He didn't want to make beats. He just wanted to rap. But the incentive was, we'll pay you this every month. You make beats and you get to record in the studio for free. He did it for about a month, dropped out, and then never saw him for 3 years. But the person who brought him, a guy called Champion, he passed away. So so when he passed away, and then Hus came back and I felt, do you know what I mean? I'm like,
it felt like the relationship.
So his close friends are his DJs, Young Boss. But they were telling me about him for about 3 months before he even got out. This guy, when he gets out, and I was like, yeah. And then when he got out, I ducked it for like 2-3 months because I just weren't focused. And then they just brought him to the studio. And then when I saw him, I was like, oh, Hus. His name wasn't Hus. He didn't have a rap name.
Oh, okay.
Like, so we actually chose his name in that studio. So he was trying to choose between Giles and J Hus. And we kind of voted, like, J Hus is your name. Yeah. So I'm talking early. So straight from prison, straight to studio. Yeah. And within, I say 2-3 months, he, like, Dem Boy Pagan was out.
Oh, my God.
It was quick. Like, rapid.
Cool. You've left JOAT, started your own thing, and then you got the link with J Hus after that?
No, I had the link with J Hus whilst I was at JOAT. That was even part of why it was thing, because there was just like, how JOAT was run was a business. So you got to charge people to record, you got to do certain things. And I got to a point where I really I was enjoying it. So I'm not trying to charge, but I've got to leave money under the table because it's a business. So all of that was like, yo, I'm not charging, I'm moving, we can work. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Cool. How, talk to me about 15th Day in its creation.
15th Day.
Yeah.
That project, that was, again, from a place of fun. We made that project in 2 weeks. Manager was like, oh, we need to drop something. We've got buzz. Let's just work. Gave ourselves a month, locked ourselves in the studio in this crypt. Made the project in 2 weeks. And it was mad because it was based on very real things that were happening in Hus's life at the time. So it was very raw, very authentic. No master, no thing. Like, we raggled it. Even like the upload, we paid for, I say we, but the manager paid, Mon Kilo paid for a website, made a website, uploaded it to the website, thinking, well, we're like, oh, we did 2,000, 3,000. It did a madness, and the site crashed because we paid for a cheap server. So it crashed. They couldn't handle how many people was downloading the thing. Yeah. And then from then we had to upscale, work with labels and do something, because it was like, yo, this is bigger than we thought.
What was your favorite moment from creating that?
My favorite moments are the early stages, yeah. You see, coming out of Stratford, yeah? Yeah. And then walking to McDonald's, yeah? And then the cars will be driving past, blazing your song. In the speaker, I'm like, yo, that's my tune. Me and the bass, I'm like, yo, that sounds familiar. That's my tune. I made down there. Yeah. 2 weeks, tune people up. And this is not You hear it once. I'm talking every 10 minutes they're running rhythm. I'm hearing like, yo, we're in the game. Like that was. I think those are the moments that I really.
I hear it still. Was it like difficult going solo? Because obviously you said they were away, but I'm sure in some ways they were still helping. Like you still had a certain support system being in a group.
Do you know what? I always had the support system. We're always cool, but my support system just started shifting. Like different people because you saw how the Stratford thing was. There were so many people there. Yeah, it was so big that if 10 dropped off, you still had 20. Do you know what I mean? So we always had. So we moved studio. Hus's manager at the time, we became real close. Like so it was like, you lot manage me. Jumped on. So even their infrastructure like came in. So they like it was mad when they started managing Hus. I was kind of pointing them, go to the meet. Imagine, I'm not even in this industry. I'm a small boy, but to them at this time, I'm a big boy because I've been doing it a bit longer. Yeah. But I've not had any real success. So I'm like, yeah, we're going to go meet this guy. We're going to go do this. My Uncle Blem's taking them to meetings and they were learning on the job. But the way they carried themselves, like things that had nothing to do with me, things that didn't benefit me, they would swing the opportunity to me and that they got me my first publishing deal. They like did certain things where I was like, you lot are good people, you got good hearts. Like, I want you to like represent me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
So I think they're doing it without having to.
Yeah, they had nothing to gain, and they were calling me and saying, "Yo, we got." I'm like, "What are you getting from it?" Like nothing. We just did it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Still. So what in that time period? Obviously, you did have the support system, but what challenges did you face after leaving JOAT?
Challenges were more mental in my head. Like it was more. I thought, oh, it's a rap. How can I give up the tag? I'm gonna start again. No one's gonna know I made the rhythm. Square one. Blah blah blah. And then
it was like business as usual.
Like it mentally, I was down. Like I was just like, oh, this is long. But then after I got past the downstage, I was like, oh, watch, man. I'm gonna show everyone. And then like watch. And then that was probably the best thing because I just started sleeping in the studio. So we got a studio in Finsbury Park, and I pretty much lived there. Okay. Like I'd go home to shower every 2-3 days and come back like raggle.
Yeah. You gotta get to it. I hear you. What was the first song you dropped as JAE5, like the tag?
Bloody hell, I don't remember.
Because again, from my perspective at the time when you left, the song directly after it was just like, all right, we know what that tag is because it sounds familiar anyway. And this is the same one that gave us all these bangers. It's business as usual. It didn't feel like no change from our side. You get me? So that's why I was wondering, what song was it? Because it felt like immediately after, the impact was still there.
I really can't remember.
I hear it. What
was it Did You See? No, it wasn't.
It can't have been Did You See.
It can't have been Did You See.
It can't have been Did You See.
It might have been some NSG songs. It would have been some. It was NSG, I think. Yo, Darlin. Yo, Darlin. I think it was Yo, Darlin.
Yeah.
I think it was NSG, Yo, Darlin.
Out of the three of you that do music, who's the oldest?
So I'm the oldest. So I'm second in the family.
Okay. Oh, that's amazing, bro. to see me, because I got my little brother that does music as well. But the pride that you have in when they have a certain accolade and them type of things is unmatched.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? But cool. What inspired you to like do content creation? That's because you've been doing it at certain points.
Content creation, you know what? It was just realizing that talent wasn't enough. It was harsh. It was a very harsh pill to swallow. So there was a point that I'll never forget this. So there was a year, Mobo's year. Hus won best song. We won best album. And I didn't win producer of the year. So I produced the best song of the year, best album of the year, and the producer of the year went to someone else. And then in my mind, I looked at it, and the person had 150K followers, and I had 4K followers. And I was just like, yo, so I have to shout about what I do to get recognized. Yeah. So I still don't like making content, if I'm being completely honest. But if I didn't make content, I probably wouldn't be sitting here. There's producers who've achieved way more than me that people don't give the credit. Like way more than me.
I feel like your tag is so iconic. Without you even doing that, I feel like you would have, maybe it wouldn't have been to this level, but you still would have had an immense amount of respect.
Maybe. Like, one thing I took from my Uncle Blem is he was like, brand everything. And I hated it, but he was bloody right. As soon as...
Brand is so important.
Yeah, like it got to a point, people were trying to pay me to put my tag on beats I didn't make. Like, they would call you and say, yo, like, we've got this song, it's coming out next week. we'll give you just put J5 on it and say, and I was just like, what? That was wild, but it was wild to me.
I can relate because man are trying to give me percentages that I had nothing to do with.
Bro, it's wild. I was like, wait, I have nothing to do with it. Like, yeah, you just need to say you did.
Bro, man saying, Walkz, send me your tag. I didn't make it. What do you mean send you my tag?
I never did it. Like, in hindsight, maybe I should. Some of them songs were monsters in the end.
I hear it, but I'd rather just see them win. Do you get it?
Yeah, no, I couldn't do it.
But cool. At what point did you feel like you could focus fully on music? Like no job, no nothing else, no side hustle. This is it. I can do this.
I focused on music when I said there was no other option. I always had side hustles, and I was always like kind of all right. Like even my hard times weren't like
like everybody else's hard times.
I was kind of I was always on moves doing little things here and there. But there was a point where I was like, I'm dropping everything, and if music doesn't work, I'm just gonna be a bum. Like, yeah, I'm just not making it. And I had to lock in because, like, I'm seeing people like Stormzy, and I remember Stormzy from Thornton Heath. There's times I'd pick him up to studio where we've done and
because the studio was incredible.
Slacking it, and I'm going, nah, man, I can do this, man.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing Stormzy go.
I hear it still. Cool. Like you with the content creation thing, yeah, you picked it back up, but you there was a little period that you stopped doing it. I know you say you don't like doing it, but you have to do it. Why did you stop in that little period? I think it was about 2 years you took off or something.
Yeah, do you know what? Again, lack of motivation, can't do things. Like, I've had to learn to edit, and do certain things before. All of those things that I now just do myself. I was just like, I'm a bloody musician, bro. Like, I've just told myself, your talent should be enough. It should be enough. And
I can relate to you still.
You got to wake up sometimes. It ain't, man.
How many beats would you say you make a year?
I'm the worst person because I don't make nowhere next to as many beats as I should. I probably make, bro, honestly, maybe, and it's going to sound mad, maybe 20, 30 beats a year.
I thought I was bad. I thought I was bad.
20, 30 beats a year because I'm spending so much time finishing songs. Again, as you can see, I have a catalogue of songs I recorded that I just never got to finish. So I have maybe 10 years worth of vocals from artists. And then it gets to a point where you randomly get summer's coming, and then 20 of them decide that they want their song next week. Just randomly.
Damn.
Yeah, and then I just don't have time to make new music. But now, the time where I was down for 2 years, I went back and finished the ones that felt like they had potential so that people wouldn't chase me, and kind of got rid of that backlog. And I'm now in the position where I'm making music from scratch rather than finishing old stuff.
I hear you still. I can't lie. Like, I can relate to that because my problem is the content creation thing took over.
Yeah.
I'll make a beat. I'll make a song with an artist. They'll love the song. Walkz, when can we lock in again? I ain't got time, show. But the thing is, if I don't do the content creation thing, it's not worth, the producer thing is not even worth it.
Yeah, something's got to give, innit? Something's got to give.
It has to, but that's just how we are in 2026. The branding is so much more important than everything else. Yeah. But cool. Tell me how Samantha was created.
Samantha. Do you know what? I was a fan of Dave doing his thing. Just thought he was the coldest lyrically. So somehow I think our managers linked up, got us in for a day. So Hus wasn't meant to be in the session, but again, me and Hus are practically living in the studio at this time. So I've told him, yo, I've got a session coming. I beg you go to TSB's room. So TSB studio's upstairs. So he's gone up to TSB's room, and me and Dave are cooking up Samantha. And then I think he just wants to come in and just kind of say cool to Dave.
Yeah.
Vibes him. Comes in, he hears the rhythm, and then he just starts writing. So I'm thinking,
he didn't even say anything.
Yeah, he said cool to Dave, and then just put himself on the song, just started writing. And I'm looking to make sure Dave is cool with it. So I put him, and he's like, yeah. And then they just start vibes, and then we do the song. It was like just an authentic vibe. And you know what's crazy about that song?
Yeah.
I never finished the beat. I never thought the beat was finished. There was to this day, there's even on the song, there's a point where there's two bass lines clashing because we'd bounced out. There was Dave did a bass that he liked and I did a bass, and we were gonna choose which one. And when we bounced it, we didn't. We had both of them playing. Oh. The song don't even have my tag on it. Like it was just Dave was like, I'm going next week, or I'm going tomorrow kind of thing. His manager came to the studio and was there till like 4 a.m. over my shoulder, like, you're mixing this now. like you're mixing this now, like on that, and then to get it out, they were on it.
And then it dropped and it did what it did.
It was a madness. And that taught me a very valuable lesson about like that doubt and trusting. Like I had to trust their opinion and say, yo, it was ready. It was good to go. I doubted it so much I didn't tag the song. Because I'm just like, yo.
Oh, you purposely didn't?
First I hadn't put the tag on it because it wasn't finished. Then I was listening to it and I was like, it sounds like it's not finished. I ain't standing behind this. Let it go. And then it came out and I was like, yo, I did it. Like, yeah, that's me. That's me. Like, you know what I mean?
I hear it. Cool. What is like, obviously it's gone platinum, however many times platinum. Do you ever get to feel the weight of that? Nah. So it's just like, oh yeah, I got a platinum record.
The first few were like, oh wow. And then after that, it's not even an arrogant thing. It just becomes
the norm.
Like,
wasn't Samantha the first one though?
I don't even know which one was the first one, honestly. I don't think. No, I think Did You See was the first one.
When Samantha before Did You See?
It was before, but a lot of songs like it went platinum.
Oh, it went platinum and then it went back.
Yeah. So some songs went platinum quicker than others.
Okay.
So like, I think Dimensions might have just gone platinum.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like some songs take a longer time to.
I hear it still.
No, Dimensions ain't platinum. Sorry, silver. I'm waffling.
So, did anything change in your life after Samantha? Or Did You See? Like,
no,
nothing changed?
I think. Do you know what? Credibility and like, I was in demand. I was like, I'm feeling myself. I'm hot. Like I'm turning down big boy sessions. I'm like, I'm picking and choosing. Like people I would have dreamed to get in with. I'm now saying you're 4 months time because I'm actually booked. Like,
so you're like a Michelin restaurant now.
Yeah, because how I worked and I love this and I this is how I work best is I lock in. So when I was doing Hus's albums or doing something like that, I wouldn't do no other session. I wouldn't work with anyone else. I didn't want, in my head, you don't share the source. You don't think, I'm doing Hus. He's collecting all the energy. So
makes sense.
So if we're doing that for 6 months, I'm telling whoever that big artist is, that I can't lock in for 6 months. And that's how I was moving. And it was just, I'm focused on this because I want this to be the biggest thing we do because this is from Plaistow, Stratford, grown from thing. You are already big. Yeah. But if I can make this something, do you know what I mean? And that was just my mentality.
Do you think do you still work like that now?
Fuck no. Nah, I do, but I'm like Joshua Baraka's album we did in 3 weeks.
Okay.
We did it in 3 weeks. Now it's like we got a month to do this.
Okay.
Because I've done with artists where like I spent 2 years working on man's album and making bare songs and not one song will make the cut. Like I've done that as well. And that's like bloody hell. Do you know what I mean? So
is that why you transition into kind of dropping your own songs?
Dropping my own songs is because I think like artists have a level of self-doubt in some songs and sometimes it's not even about the quality of the song. It's about how they're going to be viewed. Or I don't want to sing or I don't want to la la la. Mm-hmm. And if I could convince the artist to let me put out the song, I could get out songs that I knew were amazing. It's like Dimensions might have just sat on the computer. It might not have ever come out. Like a lot of songs, a lot of the songs that I get, the early ones was just, I had to convince the artist that it was a good song. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? So it's a lot of that.
Fair enough. That's an interesting perspective. I kind of did the opposite. It was like, I don't want to wait on you to decide whether you want to drop this. I might as well just do it myself.
Yeah, you still got, with me, I still have clearance issues because
the artist, the caliber of artists you're working with is...
A man would tell you can't drop it for 2 years. And then people like to me, oh, why haven't you dropped that song? And I can't go out and say they didn't give me clear, but...
That happens to you?
Oh, a lot. Man tell you, man tell you, I'm dropping my thing, then I'm going on tour, then I'm going to have a quiet period for 2 weeks. You got and give you a date in 2 years' time, bro.
Logistically, for the up-and-coming producer, how do you get clearance to drop a song? Like, is it like a contract that you have to get, or
so the smartest thing to do is to be very, very straightforward and say, if you're going into the studio for you, let it be known. And if they come there, they're more likely to clear it in the end. But what was happening with me a lot of the time is we'd go into the studio and we would just be making music. Yeah. And it's ambiguous who the song really belongs to. Of course, yeah. So clearance is just getting the artist and the label to agree to let you put the song out. That's all it really is.
But what is that agreement come in? What form does that agreement come in?
So
is it a verbal thing, an email thing?
No, it starts verbal, but it has to be paperwork, especially like I'm signed. So like before, I shake Hus's hand and we're dropping the song. I upload it myself. Yeah. Can't do that no more. He's got to sign it off. Labels got to sign it up. Lawyers got to draft up contracts. Yeah, it's a long process.
Okay, I hear you. But cool. After you're having the prosperity you're having, how do you stay grounded? Because you said at times you were feeling yourself, and how do you get back to that place?
Life will humble you. You know what? As big as you are, someone's always bigger, innit? Okay. So like, you get. Or I'm not saying you. Like, for me, you don't even realize what you become, and then after that, you start to go, hey, you wake up a bit. Like I don't know, you wake up. I think if you're naturally an arrogant person, then you're just an arrogant person. But I've always been a quiet person. I've always been a thing. And then when you start doing content and people start knowing your face, you go on social media, you play a bit more of a character. And then
it's definitely playing a character.
Yeah, and then the character starts feeling unnatural. Okay. So when it starts feeling unnatural, you start to notice it, to be honest.
What's the most stupid purchase you've ever made?
I don't even want to say. I don't want to say. If I say you have people outside this place, it's wild.
All right, cool. You mentioned earlier that you in the Rhythm Roulette, you was kind of nervous because you don't like doing the content creation thing. Like, there's expectations to live up to. Was it the same when you did the Beat the Clock?
It's always like that with me, you know. Beat the Clock had a little less pressure because I think it's
just us two.
Yeah, it's just vibes. People. Yeah, it's a little less pressure, but like stuff like I didn't like the beat I made on the Beat the Clock. Like I thought if I made that beat at home, it wouldn't have made the cut.
No, I get that part, but you see what you did when you played that flute there? Oh, man. And what they didn't put in there was when he was playing, just off filming, he was playing the keys, bro.
Vibes.
This guy. And chat, he doesn't even rate himself on the keys. It annoys me.
I've been around some real players, man. You see when you're around people like...
So you still feel like that till now?
Oh, bro, if you're around people like the composers and that, you won't even touch the keyboard, bro. You behave yourself when you're around certain man.
All right, cool. We talked about Samantha, 15th Day. Talk to me about the creation of Common Sense.
Common Sense, beautiful but hectic time, man. So Common Sense is like, in my mind, we're gonna show the world, we're about to blow, we're about to go. So creatively, I'm in a space where I'm doing everything I can to show what I can do, but also making sure that Hus displays versatility. So we're having fun, like we're creating music, and then he goes and gets in trouble and gets locked up, and then I think it's over. Like I'm down. I'm like, bro, like I'm thinking, how can you do this to me? I'm not really thinking like, sorry, G, like life's hard. I'm thinking, you Snake. How can you do this? Like this was our thing. Do you know what I mean? But it might have been the best thing that could have happened to him because in there he was writing. He got his head right. He came out fixed up, and then I think most of the music that we did for Common Sense was after he came out that thing, or most of the really creative things that I don't think he would do again. Yeah, songs like I Like Your Style, Plotting. Like I Like Your Style, he wrote the lyrics to an advert on TV.
What the fuck?
So when he came to the studio, he loaded up the advert, and we was rapping to the advert, and then we found the rhythm, and like it was mad how he.
But the advert ain't got no BPM, surely.
No, it was a beat. It was a tune that it was just an advert. Yeah. But he said the only way you could write was he just wait for the advert to come, and every time the advert come on, he like mad, like. I'm like, bro, that's not, he was like, no, obviously I wrote bits in it, but when the advert come on, I got to test it. Yeah. I'm like, bro, you know how mad that is?
That's mad. That's mad still. Big up J Hus, but I don't think I've ever heard a story like that still. What was different about the time in creating Common Sense to the time creating 15th Day?
15th Day, raw, didn't know what it was going to be. No rules, no pressure, no expectation of anything. Super fun. Common Sense, labels, deadlines, budgets,
input,
more opinions. Everybody's dad and uncle has an opinion, and you have to not be dismissive. So like being a producer is the weirdest thing. It's the only profession where everybody feels they can tell you what to do. So like, you don't tell your lawyer how to do the contracts.
No.
You don't tell but when it comes to making the beat, yo, that kick should go there, that snare should go there. Nah, man, that sound, everybody's got 2 pence. And when you, like, that was my first time where everybody had a say. And I had to learn quickly to know what to take on, what not to take on, how to deliver that I ain't doing that. Like, learn all of that in that process.
What did you make those decisions based on? That what not to listen to, what to listen to?
Ultimately, how much of a difference it made. So there were certain notes that people would say, yeah, and it wouldn't make a difference to the song, but I'll do it for them just to make them happy. So like, a man would tell me, you should double that snare. No one's gonna care about that, but just so you got your way, I'll double the snare for you. And then there was other things where man would say, I think there should be a key change here for the bridge, and it would change the dynamic of the song. I was like, guy, I'm not doing that. Sorry. And then sometimes there was other things where I didn't want to do, and I would do it I'll do it to send it to the person and say, I knew it wouldn't work. And you know what the mad thing was? Sometimes it worked. And I was like,
Did that increase your trust with that person though?
Yeah. Did you see was one of them? See that? That? Like, the song was finished in my mind before I did that. And then I sent it to the label exec, Joe Gosser, and he texted me. So I sent it to him at like 3 a.m. He texted me the next morning and said, this is a hit, but it's missing something. And I promise you, I was like, this guy. Like, just run it. Just let it be. And he's like, nah. And he came to the studio every day for like 2 weeks, sitting there till 2, 3 a.m. Couldn't get it, arranging the song, And then, I just go through my phone and there was a voice note that I had done. And I just took the melody from the voice note, chopped it up, sang it.
Played it in the...
And that's how it came to life.
I can't lie. That is probably the best part of the song.
It wouldn't have happened if he wasn't pressing me as much, kept saying it needs a lead sound, Jay. Like, there's nothing memorable in the beat. Like Hus's chorus is good, but where's that sound that people are gonna sing? Where's that? Like, he was pressing the matter. So like, I wanted to do something to say, look, it don't work, shut up. And it worked.
Man are creating their own vocal chops, bro. Oh, this game, man.
At that time, the budgets went unlocked. The budgets got unlocked after DGC. So you gotta be creative. Yeah.
Was that 3 times platinum? Or 6 times?
I think it's like 3 times.
3 times platinum, bro. That song there. But fuck.
Creative to unlock that budget.
How did you pick the single though from Common Sense? Because there's a lot of good songs on there.
Oh, beautiful times, man. I think that was the time where I was trusted most. Generally, I would text them, this is the next song, and they would do it. Like, Hus would trust me. Like, that time when we had Common Sense, Hus would literally go, I've done the vocals, Jay, do what you want. Literally. And it didn't matter what I said, what I did. Then I would text the managers, text the label and say, this is the song I think's the single. They'd go back and forth and say, we think. If I shouted loud enough, they go, just let him have it. Like, do you know what I mean? And that was the energy when we made Common Sense.
What was the single that they wanted to pick?
Closed Doors, isn't it?
Closed Doors.
Closed Doors. I still think that was... No, I think that was the one I wanted to pick, and that was the one that they didn't have. Yeah, I wanted Closed Doors as a single. I wanted to show Hus could do an R&B type thing. I wanted to... quite early on, I really wanted to show that Hus was versatile. Because I was scared that he'd get pigeonholed quite quickly. So I wanted to quickly go through genres to make sure he was never stuck. And that was the one song they were like, Jay, we've given you everything, but chill, man. You're not having that one.
So which one did they pick?
I think I picked all the singles. They just said no to that one.
Oh, so they wasn't pushing no.
They weren't pushing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great amount of trust.
Yeah, are they like... The songs were good. I think more than anything, we had to convince Hus of. I think the only song we had to convince Hus of was Buff Daddy. He just didn't want to put the song out. He didn't want to put the song out. We put the song out maybe 5-6 years after it was made.
Oh, okay.
Like, Buff Daddy was made around the time that Them Boy Pagan and Friendly was made.
Why didn't he like it?
At the time, this is funny, and it's not intentional, but Notes was around the studio. He used to come around the studio, and Notes. Yeah, so Notes was in the facility, and I don't know how it happened, but when Notes recorded Addison Lee, J Hus had the one line in the song about Addison Lee, and he felt away. He was like, I ain't dropping the song. Man said the same thing as me, and also because he'd been in the studio, it's like, it came from my song. I just scrapped the song. I was like, no one cares. You said it as one line. He said it as the hook.
Yeah,
and it took 5 years to convince him that no one cared.
And no one cared.
Yeah,
I hear it. Cool. At this point, you got the platinum albums now. You got the platinum songs. Did you get to celebrate?
You know what? We did celebrate, because not like we partied to celebrate those moments.
It's not even about the
but
party.
we got to, like, the life we started living after that, the places we got to go, the people we were meeting. I was in places where I'd get home and go, I can't believe where I just was. Like, I can't believe who I was just with. I can't believe what just happened. Like, it's wild compared to where I'm from Plaistow, bro. Like, I'm from ends. Some of the places we were, people we were meeting, things we were getting to do, even like, I'm just gonna say, even the nigger shit we was doing, like, for the first time, I could do some nigger shit. Like, do you know what I mean? I could go LA and I could buy a bus down and I'm in the club section and we got the whole section.
The whole section.
Like, we could do it for the first time. I used to look at the road, the trappers do that and think, man, must be nice. Like, for the first time, we could do it with legit peace.
What can I say, boy? Cool. You did all of that. What point did you make? At what point were your parents proud of what you was doing?
Do you know what? My parents were always proud from as soon as I could make a living from music, which was quite early on. To be fair to them, they thought I was making a living from music before I was making a living from music. so I was making all right money and telling them it was music money. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So they were kind of like, you're doing well. But I never really told them. And then by the time I'd got really was really doing well, they didn't know how well I was doing. And it was one of my aunties who, you got the auntie that's the young auntie. Yeah. She came to the house and was like, just kind of telling mom, do you actually know and she was like, nah, what's a mobile? What's a, she's like, what is?
She didn't know what a mobile was.
She don't know what none of that is. My mom's like, do you know what I mean? So it was at that point where they was like, oh, he's actually, and then when my mom retired to Ghana, and then she realized how much love we had in Ghana, they were really playing our songs. And she's like, bro, that's my son's thing. And she realized, okay, it's spread, like, you're doing all right.
Yeah. That's dope to hear, bro. That's dope to hear. What was it like making Yo Darlin?
Yo Darlin, man. My brothers, NSG, see them times, it's just vibes, bro. Like, those are the best times of music. It's like, remember, I'm making it with my brother, so I wake up, I haven't brushed my teeth, I'm on the laptop just making a beat. NSG, all of them go to school together. So they might come back from school and just start rapping on the beat in the bedroom and just, like, you're not even thinking these songs are going to come out and do anything. You're just actually having fun. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So when they come out and do what they do, it's proper nice, man. It's like, man.
When did you realize that they could be something, though?
I always believed in the music as being good. But then after Lean and Bop came out, no, tell a lie, even before that, there were certain songs we had that were doing well on the roadside. That was changing my soul. We had No Lie. NSG were having moments, Azonto songs that were having Joe. Like there were certain songs that just to get 100K views, you'd made it.
Yeah,
there were certain points where man's got 100K views, we made it. I'm going to a uni accommodation and people kind of know who guys are. Yeah. Like, there's a point where Vibe Squad, like there's a group called Vibe Squad, yeah, and they're performing in Ibiza, Scob, and them man all performing in Ibiza.
Scob and Gizmo were big back in them days,
man, I going to Ibiza and I got to tag along. I couldn't believe I was in Ibiza for music. I'm like, what? Man's in Ibiza because of music. Like, those memories is different.
I hear it still, man. What a story this is, bro. Is it a different feeling to have prosperity with your brothers?
Oh, it's different, man. It's different. It's like, I can't explain it, man.
The sense of pride is so much.
Yeah, I can't explain it. And I actually think my brothers are so talented, so sick here. Like, my little brother Dennis, especially when it comes to production stuff. So all my brothers are talented, yeah. But he's a bastard because he'll make a rhythm and make me start deleting shit on my laptop. Like, I need to
get something like that.
I need to get something better. Like, when he sent me the OT bot beat, I was happy, but I was like, fuck, how comes I didn't make this shit? Like, you see the beat for OT bot?
Yeah.
I think that's one of the best beats ever made in the UK. Wild beat. The sounds, like, I mixed it down, so I got to solo the elements.
Yeah.
Bruv, the sounds are mad. Just doing weird things, but it makes sense.
It does make sense. That song there's a banger still.
Come up with this?
That song there's a banger still.
Bro.
That song there is definitely a banger. Cool. Like, up until that point, like, it was just NSG. You had the couple songs with other artists, but NSG and J Hus are the main artists you were working with. But after that, you kind of like expanded the range of artists that you started working with. What was the reason for that? And why do you feel like it was the right time to do so?
Hus went jail.
Okay.
So when Hus went jail, location was made, Man Down was made, 630 was made. So when Hus was in jail, and I thought, it's over, I doubled down on like, yo, I need to lock in to have, and from that period, had super success on the songs. And then when Hus got back out, the album, like it was crazy, man.
How did you end up getting the opportunity to do the Unforgettable remix?
Unforgettable remix. So it was signed to Joe Gossa Black Butter.
Okay.
And I was signed to them publishing wise.
Okay.
And then he was just like, would you like to have a go with it? Like they want Hus on it. Man will bust you, like let you change up the beat as well. You get on there as well.
Yeah.
So like he flinged it my way. So I was like, I couldn't believe I had a song with French Montana Sway and them. And I was like, yo.
Would you say that's like the maddest placement you got, maybe?
I've had some mad ones, man. Like like at the time it was mad, and then things just get madder and madder and madder, and then the mad becomes the norm, and then it's just like it's just music.
Fair enough. 2018 saw you work with Burna Boy, J Hus, Gecko, NSG, Shaka, Jess Glynn, Rudimental, Mr. Easy, Young T and Bugsy. What was your favorite song to work on that year?
So you might have to call those names again. There's a lot of them.
Burna Boy, J Hus, Gecko, NSG, Shaka, Jess Glynn, Rudimental, Mr. Easy, Young T and Bugsy.
Well, all of them are vibes, yeah, but the one that stuck out to me was Jess Glynn, yeah, only because of how the experience was.
Okay.
So, like, I've never met her. I'm just thinking super pop girl. Like, they're telling me this is a camp. So you go and live at this place. This is how they run it. Yeah, you go and live with other producers in this mansion. Oh my God. I have never seen a mansion this big, by the way. Like, I promise you they were mowing the lawn with tractors.
Oh, man.
It was big. It's like you drive from the gate.
So this is a camp.
Yeah, it's like a 5-minute drive from the gate to the actual house. Like crazy. So
this
like
is in the UK?
In the UK.
Okay.
Like, can't remember the area. So they're like, shout out Bryony and Twin. They bust me on that. They're like, look, it's not your thing. I know you're doing Afro, blah, 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 but Jess Glynn's got a camp.
Yeah.
And she's mad cool. Like she's man them. Like you should go do it. And I'm thinking she's super pop star, but we get there and she's the coolest person. It's super mansion. We're mad comfortable, mad vibes, sickest producers. I'm meeting like writers, Camille, Jin, like people that I'm like, oh my gosh, like, and the experience was different. It was wild. I'm there and I'm like, I can't believe music can do this, man. I can't believe you can be in places like this.
Where would you say the maddest place, the maddest environment or place that music is taking you to?
I don't know, man. Music's taking me so many places, man. All of them are like, I can't even name them. They're all good. So many.
You have a favorite moment in your career?
Favorite moment in my career? I think going home, actually, going back to Ghana after actually achieving certain things. So going Ghana, Nigeria, and then just like, you see Ghana, yeah, they really are, like Nigeria and Africa, they let you know they love you. See over here, there's a pride. There's
definitely a pride.
Yeah, there's a pride. Like sometimes I don't know if a man's looking at me because he wants to punch me or if he knows me. Like I'm in that middle place where I'm not famous. I'm just kind of, my face is just familiar.
Yeah.
So people look at me and I'm like, well, I don't know what this one is. But do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you see like Ghana, Nigeria and that, like they love you. Like it's different. So I'm getting to Ghana and I'm thinking no one's gonna know me here. People are chasing the car. They're like, I go to Nigeria, man's like, not South Africa, man's like, Your Excellency. I'm like, yo, what is this? I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And it's proper love. And like it was a good feeling, man. It was like, I appreciate that love back home, man.
I hear you still. How was location created? Was you in the studio for that one? Was it an email thing?
Studio. Every song, up until maybe 3-4 years ago, not even 3-4 years ago, up until maybe a year ago, I've never had a song that wasn't created live in the room.
Okay.
Every song was live in the room. So I had a session with Dave already scheduled. And Burna Boy had a guy on his team called Remu. Yeah, serious guy. I love Remu. And Remu had texted me and said, yo, Burna is in town. We're meant to be linking Hus, but we can't get through to him. And at this point, Hus is wild. He ain't got a phone. You can't get through to him, whatever. And I'm like, I'm going studio. I'm with Dave. And he goes, cool, I'm going to make something happen. Let's get Burna in the session with Dave. Let's do it. And then he pieces it together and then they both turn up to the studio. And then like, it's the sicker session because normally rappers are drums orientated, but Dave's a musician, so he plays keys as well.
Yes.
Burna Boy is melodic. So this song starts on the piano, and like I'm on the piano, I'm playing keys, I'm vibing, and Dave's doing that thing that people who know they're good do, but it's jarring to producer. He's just touching the keys and changing notes. Oh, how about this? How about this? How about that? Doing all of that. Do you know what I mean? But he does that and then so I'm playing the chords and he changes it to one diminished chord. And then when he does that, Burna's humming the melodies. I'm like, okay, oh yeah, it's working now. it's working.
It ain't annoying no more.
Yeah, it's not annoying anymore. It's working. You know what I mean? So we record the piano, we get a basic drum down.
Yeah.
And how Burna works is, I've got the funniest thing about that session. That session was wild. I'll get to the story. So how Burna works is he'll mumble melodies for time, just mumble the melodies, and then once he's done with the melodies, he'll kind of go in the booth and tell you to loop a section, like a little 2 bars, and he'll keep on repeating, saying things, and then a sentence will appear from nowhere. Then you move on to the next 2 bars, then a sentence will appear, and then you move on. And I promise you get to the end of the song, and then you go back and you play it, and it's a full bloody song with words that it's just a song. He's memorized every line as it's going, and he's adding on, and that's how he records. And it's vibely, but it's crazy because the story I was gonna say is, everyone knows Burna's a smoker. I don't smoke. Dave don't smoke, and I don't let nobody smoke in my studio. You just don't smoke in my studio. So we're in the session, and Burna can't really get nothing. He's not like, he's just like, bro, if I don't smoke, can't catch vocals. I need to see spirits. That's what he's saying. I need to see spirits.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Bro, as soon as he lights it, he's laid in the song. Me and Dave don't smoke. I'm finished off of fumes. Bro, this beat is sounding mad to me. In my head, I'm vibes and I'm like, it's sounding mad to me.
Yeah.
So we get it done. It's like we get the song half done or whatever. I call Dave the next day to check on him. He's not really talking. I can't hear him. He texts me. He's lost his voice. it's caned him. But these times he's in the middle of tour. Like, that's how much the room was blown up. Like, it was nuts, man. It was nuts. It was nuts.
I know them artists that like I've had a lot of artists in the studio.
Yeah.
There's only one that couldn't not smoke. It was Big Nasty. And there's a smoke alarm in this room, bro.
Sets it off.
And we'll put in bags over it, standing by. Yeah.
That's exactly what we had to do in our studio. And it's nuts because the room looks like this. So you put a sock on it, then you put the carrier bag, tie it. Bro.
Madness. Cool. Now, 2020, I feel like this is one of the biggest breakthrough years. You had Big Conspiracy and you had Options. Yeah. But the country was locked down at that point. Did that affect your ability to feel the impact of the songs?
Yeah, man. It shagged it, man. I wanted to be, like when you've got songs doing well, like you want to hear them out. You want to see reaction. I didn't really get to experience those songs out at the time. I saw all the things on socials, but I would love to have been in a murky setting and hear that rhythm go off, like, do you know what I mean? Like murky fest type. So it did affect the experience. I also think music didn't travel as far as it could have because there was no motives. Like our music was made for we make club music. So with no clubs, it's a big part of our music. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think not clubs affected.
I won't lie, man. I feel like the songs on those 2 projects did go far, though.
Oh, they went far. I'm not doubting how far they went. I just loved
Options.
Yeah, Options was a monster. I love like that song we knew was a monster as well. We were so sure. We knew from the jump.
Was Tion Wayne on the song from the jump?
No. Do you know what? NSG did the song, had it pretty much finished. And I was working with Tion at the time. He'd just come out of jail. And then me and my brothers were speaking about, we was just like, look, I don't know why it was, yeah? There's this stigma with, when you do Afrobeats, people just think you're a nerd. And like, not even saying my brothers are, but you see them NSG guys, they're not nerds. And there's this stigma, there was this annoying thing that I
feel like a lot of people have vouched for that though.
Like people, like, so what they talk about is what they live or what they come from.
Yeah.
But it was given no credibility because it's Afrobeats. So when they're talking about trapping and talking about a thing, if a rapper's talking about trapping, he's a trapper. If an Afrobeat person's talking about trapping, it's, shush man, what do you know? So we were speaking about, let's put somebody who's Tion's just got out of jail. He's manned them, his vibes, we've got like mutual friends. So literally just like, yo, Tion, get on the song, please. And like, Tion's one of them guys where if you ask him to do something, he feels it. There's no politics.
Yeah.
No politics. He just did it. Do you know what I mean? So it was very natural. Like, guys were always cool with each other, always linking up at motives. So the vibe around how that song was created was so perfect. So he got on after the song was done. But even when we sent the song to him, I was sending it to him like, yo, this song's a smash, G. Like, and he almost got taken off the song.
Why?
Almost.
Why?
But again, this was me in my arrogance a bit, but it turned to be right. What it was, to get him on the song, I made his part of the beat, I put all the sounds in his part of the beat, so the part of his part of the beat just sounded the jumpiest, Then when he recorded, you got 6 man. We have to arrange the song. If you have all the best parts of the beat coming on just your bit, no one ain't listening to the end because by the time it gets to the end, the song's boring. So I had to spread the beat out, strip his bit down a bit to make sure that the song had replay value.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Oh, you've shagged my part of the beat. Why isn't?" And I'm like, "Tion, like you're being greedy here, G. Like we got to dumb it down a bit so that by the time it gets to the end, it's risen or like nah, man, I don't sound like I'm thinking." I'm like, "Tion, I think this song's such a banger. I can't lie. If you're not looking to forward, you got to come off the rhythm, like literally." And then he left it a day or two. And message back's like, "You know what, Jay? I'm gonna trust you on this one." And like, I've proper respected him. He's like, "I'm gonna trust you on this one." But it was like, if this don't go the way you're saying, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it worked.
Them moments are make or break still.
Bro, if it didn't go, I know he would never listen to me again.
Never. You got to put your reputation on the line sometimes still. Cool. I see recently a picture of MoStack and J Hus in the studio. They're working on a couple of things. I think they said they made 3 songs in a day or whatever.
Oh yeah, I saw that today actually. 7 songs. They're
7.
active.
Oh, there we go.
7.
You produce any of them?
I haven't even heard the songs. I don't know. Like I saw it with everyone else. I was like, yo, I'm texting man. I'm like, yo, can I hear the songs? Man, I'm like, yeah. Like I ain't heard nothing. I'm fanboying as well. I need to hear the music.
We don't just need you to hear the music. We need you to make something.
Well, I'm down to cook, man. It's when things align, they align, isn't it?
Can they align already? Bro, MoStack, JHus, JAE5. It's getting to the moon.
Yeah.
That's bringing back old school energy that we need because everybody's saying we need to bring Afro swing back.
Trust me, we're bringing it back. This year, you're going to see the evolution of it.
Bro,
we're on smoke this year.
I'm seeing a lot of producers on TikTok trying to bring the sound back and everything. Like, even I'm going to show you some stuff later. Yeah. But cool. Who's your favorite artist to work with?
Favorite artist to work with? I have. It always changes. It's different. Right now, my favorite artist to work with is Joshua Baraka, but it's always changing. It's always changing. At the point in time, it was Burna. At the point in time, it was NSG. Yeah, it just always changes, bro.
I hear you. What's the favorite project you worked on?
Favorite project will always be Common Sense, and I did a project with Lil J, Loveless, and something about Lil J, I don't know how to explain it. He's like a brother. Lil J makes everything really easy. Like even if it's something that's not in his favor and you ask him to do it for you, like he'll do it. Like he's just a different type of person. So I got a different love for Lil J. So when we're working and when we've worked on projects, that Loveless project, I thought the music was so amazing. I felt it was so underrated, but it's some of my favorite songs I've ever made.
I hear you. I didn't want to answer this question. I've been trying to avoid it, But Mark, what he's just said right there, I kind of have to ask. You see the moment where you said that you didn't want to work on the last album, did that have an effect or strain in the relationship a little bit? You don't have to answer it.
I think the relationship was already strained a bit before that because way before I'd even said it on an interview, we were having back and forths on opinions on music and opinions on things in general. But it wasn't like angry back and forths. It was just like, okay, you go and do that. Let's see how it runs. And I'm going to go and do this and we'll reconvene. And then we just never reconvened. Do you know what I mean? It was like, go get the rhythms that you think and I'll, do you know what I mean? So
I hear you.
That's what it was more than that anything.
Man are brothers though, that's lit.
Yeah.
If you could pick one song that meant the most to you or could sum up your career, what would it be?
A song that meant the most to me and could sum up my career, what would it be? It'd be Must Be, J Hus Must Be.
Why would it be that?
That song represents what I love about music. I'm from ends, roads, but I love musical. It could be jazz, it could be live. I love all of those elements. I feel like that song represents the type of music I would make forever. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, it's got the Afro drums. It's got like live strings. It's got live sax. It's got like elements of MIDI. So it's computer and it's live. It's just it's me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that song represents me.
I hear it. How did you link up with Skepta?
Skepta. How did I link up with Skepta? I think I would have linked up with Skepta through Hus. I think Skepta and Hus would have had a session with me, and it was like them two were linking up, and I was the producer put in the room. Mm-hmm. I can't even remember. Okay. And then Skepta's just a person where his vibe is unmatched. He's also like, he's one of those people also, how do I word it? He doesn't do anything from a calculated perspective at all. I like it, I do it. I don't care if you're up here or down here. And there's points where like I couldn't get clearances for things. So I'd met him through the Hus thing, whatever. But if I couldn't get something done or I needed, Skepta never made you feel like you had to beg for anything. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're done. Do you know what I mean? He's just energy, just different, bro.
Big up Skepta, man. He's always been one of those people that show love when they don't have to. Man. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So big up to him. What's the maddest collaboration you produced that never dropped?
Can't even say.
Do you want me to meet the mic quickly?
Yeah. I'd say Ed Sheeran and Stormzy.
Okay.
I love that record. And it's not mad because of the names, you know. I think the song's a bloody monster.
Okay. Is there any reason why it didn't drop that you can talk about?
If I'm being completely honest, yeah. From what I got back, they wanted me to do some more work on the record. And I don't think I had the direction right. I don't think it's on me. I think I didn't.
Okay.
I think I didn't get it right at the time. And now that I feel I've got it right, if I'm being completely honest, I haven't sent it to them yet. Because I'm still tweaking it. But I listened to it in the car on the way here.
Yeah.
Like, I've been banging it that much. I started working on it again maybe a week ago.
Okay.
And it's 4 years old. 4 years old. But I've, again, reproduced it maybe a week ago. And I was listening. I reproduced it a bit longer, but I touched up again a week ago and I was listening and I was like, I can't believe I didn't give this song the attention it deserved. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I should have just focused on it.
Talking about reproducing, yeah. I heard from people in my comments that the Outside song got reproduced.
Yeah, that song's old. The snippet was already leaked. That song's over 7 years old.
Why did you choose to reproduce it? Cause everybody, I don't know, maybe it's like demo-itis, innit? That people liked it, but
a lot of the time when I reproduce a rhythm, it's because the artist didn't actually have faith in it. So I give them it's a second thing. So it would have come out the way it was originally, but if it was up to me. But it didn't because the artist didn't feel it was strong enough. So the reproduction is my second attempt at, I've tried it again. Yeah, what do you think? Yeah. And a lot of the time, the try again actually works more than the original.
Do you know why that's crazy, yeah? My experience is usually the other way around. So remember I told you that I do the same thing. Mm-hmm. I might let an artist voice a beat that I made. Mm-hmm. They like it, I don't like it no more. Oh. So I'm changing the beat and they're like, Walkz, no. But I'm like, trust me, bro.
I get you.
And if you don't, we ain't putting the song out.
Yeah, I get you.
And they trust me and it works. I'm like, yes.
I think the difference with me is, even though I say I make 20 beats a year, I make a lot more. I just delete a lot of beats. I'll spend a day on the beat, listen back to and say, this ain't levels, delete. And I need to stop because you don't know. I just.
All right. So you see those ones that you can delete, There's smaller producers like me and others out there that you could just throw them away. You get me? Yeah. Put them out, put them to use.
I need, like, I've actively stopped deleting stuff. I put them in a folder, but before, I don't know where that habit came from. I just delete. I don't even want to hear that. Just delete it.
Facts. Top 5. This is producer talk, yeah. Top 5 VST plugins for creating a J5 instrumental.
Top 5 VST plugins for creating a J5 instrumental. Omnisphere. It's hard to answer.
Have you got the new one still?
I haven't. I'm still on the old one.
Okay.
It's hard to answer because I actually use a lot more synths. I use Outboard.
Oh.
Yeah, I've always loved Outboard stuff.
Okay.
So, but plugins, Omnisphere, Contact, which is Native Instruments, So it's got like libraries of things.
I'm gonna ask you to leak some of the libraries that you like as
yeah.
well.
I think what's it called? Analog Lab.
I see you using that and beat the clock.
Yeah, Analog Lab. There's a drum thing called Atlas.
Okay.
Yeah, Atlas. It basically brings Fruity Loops into Logic. You see the Fruity Loop drum machine? It's like exactly like that.
Okay.
That's my go-to because I used to make my drums in Fruity and then everything else in Logic. And Atlas has made me like stay in Logic now.
Okay.
I think that's 4. 5 is an FX plugin, yeah. I love the Sound Toys Alter Boy.
Okay.
Are you looking for just synth plugins?
Whatever.
Yeah, because I don't use that many plugins.
Man. It's whatever you like, isn't it?
I don't use that many plugins.
Fair enough. Your production often features pianos. Like, what made you make that a significant part of your sound?
Honestly, it's just because when I start making a beat, I normally always start on a piano. And in the last maybe 2-3 years when I've been lazy, a lot of the time, I just left the piano. And that's what I was talking about, me not giving it my thing. Whereas, I promise you, when I first started, when I was like, see, like, for example, that Did You See sound, I'm not exaggerating, it might have taken me 4 hours to find that sound. Like, I will sit there.
I used to be like, yeah.
And until it's perfect. Because how I used to attack production was, if I get the one perfect sound, it's the less work I have to do on all the other stuff. So my beats could be simple.
Yeah.
And then when I started getting lazy, I had to overproduce to make up for the fact that the sound wasn't perfect. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so if you hear my beats that are more complicated, it's because I haven't, in my mind, I ain't got the right main sound.
Yeah.
When I get the right main sound, that's the only sound you're hearing.
Sound selection is the most important thing. I hear 100%. I hear it. How much time do you spend arranging your beats or doing transitions?
It varies, bro. Like, it really varies. There's songs that I've arranged in 30 minutes and there's songs that I've arranged that's taking me a year to get right. Like, Did You See was the simplest beat I ever made, but one of the hardest songs to arrange. It took us 2 weeks to arrange it, yeah? But we was arranging constant. Like, man would turn up at the studio at 8 a.m. and leave at 3 a.m. And people don't notice the arrangement, and it might not mean anything, but I think some producers will notice that the arrangement's wrong in a sense where the second chorus, so you know how your chorus is the biggest part of the song. Then when you have a bridge, your bridge breaks down. The second chorus on Did You See is the beat. The beat is the bridge beat. So where your chorus is meant to be big, our chorus breaks down. Our chorus is the breakdown the second time round. And then the bridge is on the chorus beat. So the bridge is up, the wah, 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 wah. And as simple as that sounds, it took us 2 weeks to figure that out because the song started feeling really long and repetitive.
Okay.
And so we had to arrange it weird in order for it to feel new and different because there wasn't enough going on.
Fair enough. Cool. Your Mount Rushmore of UK producers, so your top 4 of all time.
Top 4 of all time UK producers: Sticky, P2J. Oh, this is hard, man. Because I know there's gonna be bare man left out. They're gonna Sticky, P2J. There's a guy called Levi Lennox.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if he still produces. He did Pillow Talk, Zayn Malik.
Okay.
Probably the best producer I've sat in a room with. Like, wild producer. So, Levi Lennox. You know, the last one is between Ayo and TSB. I don't know who. Ayo and TSB. And they both work together all the time. TSB's name... No, Ayo Sheffin.
Okay.
They did Princess Cuts with TSB.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you know what it is? TSB's brand's bigger. Had a bit more success. But talent-wise, they're both in the room. When they're both in the room, I don't touch the... That man is different.
I hear you. I hear you. Cool. Your Mount Rushmore of Afrobeats, Afro swing artists.
Mount Rushmore of Afro swing artists. It's going to sound so wild, yeah. Obviously, Hus. I really rated Young Bane.
Big up Young Bane each and every time.
I thought he was one of the sickest. Hus, Young Bane, NSG. NSG's high up there. Afro swing. There's a lot of them. I'm trying to think of who was consistent. There's people like I can't put Dave in Afro swing. He's just
no. You can't put Dave.
I can't put him in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be honest with you, Young T and Bugsy. I think they're the most underrated artists that come out of UK.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that man can rap. Like if we had to do a cypher and had to pick UK people that had to go and rap for us, I'd put them there. You know.
No, they're very good.
I'd put them there.
It's unfortunate that there's songs right now that ain't like they're so good, but people ain't paying attention.
Young T and Bugsy.
They're cold still.
Yeah.
So those are your four.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said Afro swing, yeah.
Afro swing.
Afro swing.
You see what these. I didn't want to say it out loud, but
do you know what? The reason I don't say that one is because it's super obvious, yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just too obvious.
I hear you. Cool. Mount Rushmore of Afrobeats artists.
Mount Rushmore of Afrobeats. Omale.
Yeah.
Ashake.
Yeah.
Burna Boy.
Yeah.
Those three. How many do you want? 4.
Mm-hmm.
Who do I listen to a lot? Lil J.
Lil J, okay.
Lil J or Buju is between them two.
Okay,
Lil
okay.
J and Buju, I can't choose.
Okay.
It's too many. I ain't even said Rema. Bro, bro. You see the Afrobeats one is hard.
It's crazy. Are you sticking with those 4 though?
Aye. See that one? I can't answer it, man.
Alright, cool.
Wild.
Okay.
Like, it's so wild where it's like when you really go into even like Ghanaian artists, it's like King Promise. Like I can't answer it.
Mm-hmm. Cool. If you could sign 2 artists in the world to launch a record label, who would it be?
If I could sign 2 artists in the world to launch a record label, who would it be? Bruno Mars.
Okay.
He'd be the first signing. Even if it was just one signing, I'm cool with Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
And I'm a Drake fan, man.
Bruno Mars and Drake. Okay,
Bruno Mars and Drake. If it's not Bruno Mars and Drake, it's Bruno Mars and Dave.
Okay. All right. And a little bit of advice for the younger producers. What should entry-level producers be charging labels these days?
I'll be honest, there's no answer. Charge whatever gets the song out without you feeling like you got hard done by.
Okay.
Because I've also done it where I'm so stuck on what I'm getting up front or whatever that it shags the song coming out. And the reality is, music's like real estate. A song coming out is like a house. It's gonna pay rent. It's gonna like streams this thing. Just do whatever you can to get the song out, and then deal with like not saying accept a bad deal, but the upfront piece isn't that important. My best deals are the ones where I didn't charge any money up front.
Should they be asking for points?
Oh hell yeah, get your points, man.
How many points would you say they should be asking for?
So normally a producer will get between 3 and 6 points depending on your level where you're at. Normally it's at 3. So when I started, I was at 3, and then I got finessed where they said it was free, but then in my contract I had this little thing called a packaging fee, which is like when it goes to CDs and stuff like that.
We don't sell CDs anymore.
CDs, so it was actually less.
Yeah.
But free is the standard, I think.
Okay, cool. Any advice to aspiring producers?
Find the people closest to you that you think are talented. Make music with them. Waiting for Trey Songz and Chris Brown to get on your record is a very, very, very long way to go about it. The easiest way to become successful is to look who's around you and work with them. It will spread real quick. That is the easiest way to become a successful producer.
I hear you still. And the last question, again, you don't have to. Are you paying attention to like current events and social media and that?
I live in a bubble, man. Like, yes and no. I see things in passing. I don't know much about anything. But ask the question and I'll tell you if I know about it.
You don't have to answer it.
Yeah, okay.
What are your thoughts on Chapter Rush calling Young's Teflon wash?
I saw that online yesterday, and I think he's just saying anything. Like saying Young Teflon is washed now, when now is actually where he's getting his motion. It don't make sense to me. I thought washed is like you used to be someone. Yeah. I feel like Young Teflon's motion is on the rise. Like he's killing it. So I think he just said that just to get under his skin. That's what it seemed like to me. It didn't seem like something that had any weight to it, because Young Teflon's on a run right now. He's on a run, bro.
One thing I wanted to know. Obviously, you've predominantly focused on everything Afro. Mm-hmm. So Afrobeats, Afro house, Afro swing. Mm-hmm. That's been your bag. Would you ever make a Grime beat for Griminal? Just on a plasto thing.
Fuck yeah. Do you know what it is? I would love to. It's just where I've got to. I just have to actually take the time out to do certain things just for doing it and not look at my schedule, my this, my that, my that. 100% will. And I think when I get to a level where I've got that FU thing where I'm now just doing things just out here, just vibes in, I'm going to go and do all of those things, man. I'm going to go and do all of those things. But Griminal is definitely a person that I probably will do something with soon.
You name me 3 artists that you haven't worked with that you want to work with.
3 artists I haven't worked with that I want to work with. I need to think about it. I've worked with a lot of people. Who haven't I worked with that I bang on about? Yeah, I haven't worked with Drake technically. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
What's a technically? What the?
Yeah, I haven't worked with Drake. Yeah,
okay.
I haven't worked. I haven't worked with Drake. I haven't worked with Drake. I haven't worked with Bruno Mars. Obviously, that's my favorite artist. But I feel like because I said that name already, I went to give different. Do you know what I mean? I really like Olivia Dean now. You know.
Okay.
I really like Olivia Dean. Okay. Yeah, pretty much works with it. Like the people I even want to work, like Thames and that, like I've worked with them, but I want to work with them. Do you know what I mean? I haven't had any songs come out, but do you know what I mean?
I'm trying to figure out to ask this next question. If it's not even mad, yeah. All right, we can agree that Afro swing had its time and it's kind of fizzled out a little bit, right?
Yeah.
If you could choose maybe 3 artists aside from Hus, it's the easiest one.
Sorry, someone reminded me Odile. How can I not say Odile? But yeah, go on. Sorry, I cut you off. You see, that's the thing. I have, innit? Yeah.
Cool. If you could choose 3 artists aside from Hus to bring back Afro swing, who would you choose?
If I could choose 3 artists aside from Hus to bring back Afro swing, who would I choose? NSG, Young Bane, Young T and Bugsy.
That was easy. I got to the Mount Rushmore. Fuck.
It's just easy. I would lock them in the studio for 2 months, and I promise you, it'll be a madness.
You see, when you're working with dancehall artists in the future, are you gonna go over to dancehall, or are you gonna bring them over to the Afro side of things?
Both, because I love dancehall, and I've been eager to get my foot in. So I want to do both. I want to bring them to where we are. And I want to go into their world. So I worked with like Byron Messiah quite a bit. And I feel like
Big up Byron.
Yeah, we met in the middle. The songs we made
Big up Byron.
Yeah, Byron.
I'm so proud of that guy, bro.
He's so sick.
I'm so proud of that guy, bro. So he's cold. Bro. You don't even know it.
I played the truth.
He don't even know it.
He's so cold.
And his voice is amazing too.
No, he can sing.
Trust me.
He can sing.
Trust me. Big up 1KB, therefore. Do you have any thoughts on Sexy Drill?
I ain't listened to it enough, but I love it. And I actually tried to make a couple sexy drill rhythms. I just couldn't get artists to go on it. I don't think I nailed it. There's people who are in that space who they've nailed it. I don't think my rhythms were what people were looking for.
Yeah, man. I would love for you to play it and then
No, I think the rhythms are cold, but when I played it to the artists, they weren't really...
I don't know what artists you're playing it for. There's definitely artists, man. Would you work with Cleo Soul?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts on Jersey?
Same as the thing. I love some Jersey music. I do think I haven't heard enough. So I don't want to say it got repetitive to me because I didn't dive in enough and I didn't. Yeah, I heard it from a small batch.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like when people say all house music sounds the same and they've only heard a certain type of house. Do you know what I mean?
Incog, I'll ask you a question in a second, but I wanted to ask, is there ever a time, you play, you have a lot of outbook gear, you play keys, is there ever a time where you use stuff like Waves or Splice or anything like that?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, hell yeah. Recently, I went through a phase of I have to do everything. And I was watching, I watch a lot of producer breakdowns on TikTok, I see things, yeah. And then I'm seeing some of my favorite songs. And yeah, I just took the guitar from Splice. I just did it. And I remember doing hi-hats, doing drum grooves or whatever. And then when I downloaded Splice, I spent 2 days making the drum. and the exact same drum was there. I said, bruh. So so now what I do is I'll take things, I'll chop them up, I'll take percussion. I love making beats in it, so I still always want to make stuff. But I don't need to do every do you know what I mean? I'll drag it in from Splice, man.
I hear you. So it's more drums that you use it for.
More drums than anything. The simp stuff, I feel like I don't want to use something and then somebody has the same beat tomorrow. So that sways me away from using the simp things a bit.
All right, Incog, this is kind of a long question. Do you think your comments on the HC podcast with Chucky and Poet negatively impacted the reception of the album? Whether truth or not, I think the audience definitely cares about what you said. And do you think it was in poor taste to consider your colleagues? I don't know what you said on that podcast.
No, do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? I think what I said on the Chucky podcast, because I did get calls about it after saying, "Rah, that was a bit thing. We feel like you shout on the album." I'm like, "What do you mean shout on the album?"
Was it about the J-Hus album?
Yeah, I think what people expect me to go and say, yeah, it's amazing, it's sick, I'm just not involved, But like, the reality is like, and this hasn't been good for me, I'm quite straightforward and quite honest when I'm asked something with my answer. And that's you know, when I was talking about arrogance, a good friend of mine was like to me, you think being honest all the time is actually like a good thing, but when you know there's no like repercussion or whatever, it's just arrogance. It's because you know nothing can happen. If you could be punished for it, you might bite your tongue more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think in that sense, yeah, like there was like people was offended. Like even some of the producers on the project was like, oh, like we worked hard on that. Like you kind of shout on it. Like, so I do feel like it was in bad taste, if I'm being honest.
Can I ask you what you said?
I honestly just said Hus can, like, it's a lot of vibe music, and lyrically, I think Hus can say more. But people were offended. I didn't think, if I'm being completely honest, I didn't think it was mad. But if more than 2 people call you about something, and it must have been perceived a certain way. I get you.
Cool. What was it like making tune with Tion?
Vibes. See Tion, yeah? He's another person that's a bit like me. He don't bite his tongue. And when it's 2 people that don't bite their tongue, yeah, it's vibes until you disagree in it. and then you're bumping heads. Tion's probably the guy that is bare love, but we bump heads. And then it's love, and then we bump heads. And do you know what I mean? That's me and Tion still.
No, it happens. It happens. 2 strong personalities, isn't it, that believe in what they believe in.
Yeah.
I hear it still. Someone said, what do you feel about, or Revamp by P said, how do you feel about the new generation of dancehall artists? I know you said that you haven't really tapped into many of them.
Yeah, I'm not tapped in enough to give an honest opinion. If anything I say would be waffling. Like, I feel like to give an opinion on a sound, you really have to know the sound, innit? So I can give an opinion after people have played me music. But as you've seen, the things that I'm interacting with most from your thing is the dancehall stuff.
Yeah.
So I already know that I fuck with it.
Yeah.
But I don't know the artist's name. I couldn't tell you their category. I couldn't say this guy is the. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like, being honest, there is a lot of crossover with the instrumentals, with Afrobeats and trap dancehall right now. And like, if you look at Byron Messiah's Chopper with Russian, you could either if Burna Boy voiced that, it's an Afrobeat song, but because it's Byron Messiah, it's a dancehall song. Do you get it? So I feel like there's definitely some crossover, which is why probably each diaspora are liking each other's music at the moment. Are there any new Afro producers that you rate?
They're not new, but they're getting the recognition now. So like Tempo, Badman, P Prime, Badman, London, Badman. Like, none of these guys are new, but they're on smoke right now. I think Magic Sticks, Guilty Beats. Yeah. Those guys, they make you go back to the drawing board. You hear Riddim, go, oh man.
Sparbs is cold as well.
Okay, I've not heard of Sparbs.
I can play you something from him. He works with a lot with Guams and Rams right now.
Okay.
Those type of IQ as well.
Okay, yeah.
Are you familiar with Amani and Valiant?
I know Valiant. I'm not sure of the other name you mentioned.
Then I'm gonna have to play you some
Please
Amani.
Do, man. Cool. Valiant cold.
I'm gonna have to play you some Amani still. Have you heard any of the WYFL Riddim?
What's that? Cold. See that beat? I watched the breakdown yesterday because in my mind, it's a breakdown. In my mind, yeah, I was like, I know this producer has some Afro influence or is an Afrobeat producer or something. So I thought it was an Afrobeat producer. Then when he was doing the breakdown, he said, I wanted to use that UK Afro swing. So I was like, I knew it. Yeah. He talks about like the sound selection and that he took influence from UK to make it crossover. And he was like, that's why it's doing well over there. And I was like, I knew I weren't bugging, man.
Okay.
Because like, it's bashment, but it sounds like we could have done it.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? And I loved it. And then you see that sound, that's a hook. Like,
bro.
Yeah, bro.
A lot of the trap dancehall that is out there now sound like UK rap beats.
It's crazy.
Like if you put a paper in that, it's a UK rap song.
Yeah.
You get me? It's the tempo, the 102, 100 BPM, them type of areas, 90 something. It works still. He's not going to stop asking this question. Have you worked with JAE5? Not JAE5. You worked with MoStack before?
Oh, yeah. MoStack's my guy.
He's not. He feels like you got an issue with him for some reason.
Oh, no. Do you know what, yeah? I just didn't work with MoStack that much. Like, he's my guy, but we didn't work that much. And then just, yeah. Like, why would I have beef with MoStack?
I don't know. On Big Conspiracy, Hus took control. It's 90% him. I was just the person mixing everything and connecting the parts for everyone. Why was the lack of control on Baby so hard for you? Only human when things change, but just curious. So you said that in an interview, and he's like, right, why was it okay for it to be 90% Hus on that album, but not 90% Hus on this album, basically?
No, on Big Conspiracy, it wasn't. It was 90% Hus lyrically and direction musically a bit, but also a lot of the direction aligned with me anyway. So, so it was.
So he was doing ideas that you were comfortable with.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
really,
so like we had Love, Peace, and Prosperity on it. Yeah, we had certain things. So even though he led it, it was like, oh, I like that he said something here. It was not. It has to be my idea. It was just let's
realign.
Yeah, let's align. I think when we're not aligned, then it's completely opposite from one thing. I'm sitting down thinking, do I want to do this again? Because also people don't realize Hus ain't the easiest person to work with. So when you commit to doing a Hus project, you're committing a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of changes, a lot of things. You're also not doing other things. You are scrapping all the other stuff. So if you're going to do all of that and it doesn't align with you, got to pick. I can do all of these other songs with people that aligns with what I want to do, or I can do this thing that everyone wants me to do, but it doesn't align with me, and you end up just doing it for others, not for you.
You said that is not the easiest to work with. A lot of artists aren't. What would you say the challenges were?
The challenges are not negatives, yeah, but Hus works off of experience. Every song he has written, yeah, is based on something that happens or has happened. As soon as he stops living or stops traveling or stops he doesn't know what to say. Okay. That becomes hard to navigate. To navigate. So when I say it's not easy to work with, in a sense of the reason why we would lock in for 6 months is because he needs to live. He needs to live. And so when we was doing 15th Day and Common Sense, he hadn't said anything. He had everything to say. Bare lyrics. By that time, after that, he's like, Jay, I don't know what to talk about. I'm not struggling anymore.
Yeah.
Not, do you know what I mean? He's not talking about getting shot at because he's not getting shot at anymore.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? So he just didn't have anything to say.
I hear it. Advice on creative blocks as a producer. How do you get past it?
Creative blocks. Collaborate if you've got people around you. So when I've got a creative block, get in the studio with other people as quick as possible and they will unblock you. They will do something that you like or you will do something they like. The longest blocks I've ever had would be the ones when I tried to fix it myself. Again, that's why I said I loved the experience of Baraka. He broke the block. So I was in a block for long. And then I met him and then all of a sudden I had ideas for days off of what he was doing and how he was inspiring me.
Fair enough. Do you like the old version of Outside by J Hus or the new version?
I like both of them. They're just different. One's not better than the other for me. But I like both of them. And the original one, for me, at the time, it was sick. But by now, I think it's dated. Do you know what I mean? Okay. I think it's dated. But also, I had to, when you're reproducing a rhythm, you also have to bear in mind that there's this thing called demoitis. When people like something a certain way, you can't change it too much.
Facts.
So I couldn't just go left. I had to stick within a certain world.
Do you have a label?
Had a label actually. Yeah.
Why do you stop?
So the label world is very, very, very tricky to navigate. So I had a label called 5K, and we actually did quite well. So remember that song Libyanga People? I've been drinking more alcohol to the past 5 days. It's huge. So we signed that record. I mixed it as well. Did some work on it. I don't even know how many times. But how many times platinum is that record? It's wild. So, like, you know the song Libyanga People?
I think I've heard it.
Easy check. Yeah, it's huge. So we had that song. We had King Promise, Terminator, and I think in the end, Ayo, you can help me answer this. Why did we stop? We got dropped, to be honest, but there was more to it. Yeah, let's leave it as the label got dropped. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there.
So there was no incentive or no motivation to do it independently.
There is, but that's what I mean. It's more complex because, like, also internally there was things that even within the label that the people I was running the label with, we weren't agreeing on. Okay. So when it stopped, it's almost like fresh. Now I'm gonna go and do it how I want to do it, and the label's not what I want to do. Like, labels kind of have a lot of restrictions when you're using other people's money. There's a lot of red tape. There's the way I do music, is very like today-ish on pace, blah blah blah. So like, even that song, the Libyanga People song, we almost didn't get the song because of the red tapes in a label, and I had to do mad things, and we was getting in trouble with Sony because I was doing things that technically you're legally not allowed to do to get the record. And I'm just like, yo, forget. And they didn't like that. I'm like, forget what you're saying. Song's a banger.
You need to get this out.
I'm getting it out. I don't give a shit about what you're saying about she ain't signed this and this ain't signed. We're moving. Do you know what I mean? We was on that type of shit. So it's made me feel like labels ain't the way. Not a traditional label anyway.
Hey man,
I'm gonna get
bring it back on a distribution thing. You get me?
Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think the labels are changing. Most labels now are doing distribution. They're doing 50-50s, but you know, like the old school way. I don't think
20s or whatever.
It's not making any sense now. That don't make any sense anymore.
Best lyricist in NSG.
Best lyricist in NSG, yeah. It's gonna sound biased, yeah. OGD Dennis.
Okay.
I think he's the best lyricist in NSG.
Okay.